Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Live from the Dean's Den, the Dean of Wrestling referee Steve Kane with wrestling news, wrestling views, and wrestling news. Sit back, pop a cold one, and get ready for Live from the Dean's Den.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Live from the Dean's Den. I had a opening all ready to go, but then just a few hours ago, a big piece of news dropped in the wrestling world. The Authors of Pain have been released by WWE. Unfortunate situation because, of course, when they were in NXT and with Paul Ellering, they were doing an amazing job. They were tag team champions. They were, pardon the style of expression, top guys. But unfortunately, after they hit the main roster, they started getting injury prone. And it's a little hard to program for a team when one member or another is constantly on the shelf. So, hell, as much as I hate to see them go, I understand it is definitely a cost-cutting move. So that's the first big story to hit for this week. Now, big thing happening that this week, and this will definitely shock a lot of people. Jim Cornette actually defended AEW. Now, anybody who knows Cornette, and we use his clips on our Thursday night show a bit, even though, unfortunately, Jim's language is a little on the low end. Constant use of the F-bomb and a few other choice words like that. But anyway, Cornette is, of course, a major critic of AEW. Now, he got into it with Ryan Satin from ProWrestlingSheet.com. Now, Ryan made a very, very, and I will say this, poor choice of words when he got on Tony Khan, because Tony Khan asked the live fans in attendance at Daly's Place to make sure that they kept their language clean because, of course, they're on national television and the bosses are watching, and he wants to make sure that he doesn't get in trouble with them. Well, Ryan proceeded to do this. So Cornette jumped on him on Twitter. Couple of the things that he said. TV14, typical amateur. Just because talent can cuss a bit doesn't make it okay for the fans to scream the F word over and over. Also, it's effing session. I don't blame you for not being able to spell it since you've never actually done it. How you were stalking. Then he goes, please continue to beg for jobs, though. It's entertaining watching your desperation. I'll be over here doing whatever the bleep I want. You're dismissed for now, but I'll be back later to tell you more things that are wrong with you, Turd Blossom. Now, Ryan Satin's current, I guess, girlfriend, Erica Steiner, decided to chime in. Doesn't say whether Jim came back on her or not, but he says, hey Jim, I, Ryan's hot girlfriend, thought I'd pop in real quick to let you know he's had sex with me, his hot girlfriend, 5 times this week. Not looked at any pictures, so I have no clue as far as what this person looks like. I think I'll actually go ahead and up right now. I'm just afraid that she's going to turn out looking like either Scott or Rick, or maybe a combination of both. So, um, okay, well, let's see here. If the images I'm getting that show somebody by the name of Erica Steiner, and there's several of them, so can't guarantee for sure which one is actually her, but let's put it this way. I'm not necessarily all that so Sadden, you can have them. I'm happily married anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, next on the agenda tonight, now, Jordan has been a guest on our Thursday show, Wednesday show, many, many years ago, before she was big and finally got signed by Impact. And she's had a couple of bumps in the road this year, just like all of us, just like you, just like me. Shortly after she got signed, the coronavirus pandemic hit, and so that kind of put a quash on Impact doing any events. Her fiance, who is of course from Ring of Honor, he lost obviously he lost work too, Jonathan Gresham. So here they were, stuck in Baltimore, and no work. Now Jordan had been a court stenographer, but courts weren't in session either. So, I mean, fortunately, Impact was paying for a while, so that definitely helped. And then eventually, Impact went back to taping. But it also, since you can't do any big gatherings, that also, and that was the most important thing, it stopped their wedding from happening. And this was literally just weeks before the big day. So, unfortunately, that kind of ended out. But she's got it going. She's got a Patreon that's going strong, and she and Jonathan just bought a house. They're moving from Baltimore to Atlanta, and she posted a picture of the house on her Instagram, and oh my gosh, this is a nice house, folks. I mean, the exterior looks like something that Tyler Perry would probably use in one of his movies or TV shows. And I'm sure the inside is just as nice. So, Jordan has had some tough go. She lost her title and all of that. So, and now it looks like she's going to be involved, unfortunately, in a feud with the former Emma. I feel bad for her about that. But still, she's got a job. She's also going to be involved in another promotion that's going to be starting up soon. A little something called Flawless Wrestling. And the information about that is that they will have their debut show on October 10th. Jordan Grace will be the headliner. Um, Now they also have Kenzie Page from AEW, Billy Starks, Casey Lennox, Alice Crawley, Danny Moe, Ellie, and Danny Gray. But of course, Grace, being the former Impact Knockouts champion, is the big deal for this. They're based out of East Tennessee, and they're on Twitter at Wrestle Flawless. So that's something that you can definitely look forward to upcoming on that. Now, Gatomu Choco Pro is the Japanese company that is owned and operated by AEW's Emi Sakura. Did a bold thing for them this week. Normally they run in what appears to be, right now at least, a classroom in an elementary school. And I'm guessing that obviously, like most schools throughout the world, or at least in this country, they're shut down due to the pandemic. Well, this week they did what they called First Ring Show, and done the first time ever. The Choco Pro and one guy actually wrestled inside of a ring, and it was a standard Japanese wrestling ring, which means, of course, 3 ropes like everybody else's. But instead of turnbuckles, they have the single corner pads that go from top to bottom rope, and it was typical Choco Pro. Lulu Pencil was in the main event and did a lot of comedy spots and that. But overall, not bad. See if they continue to do this, and if so, what future shows are going to look like on that. Now, coming out to Rey Mysterio. Now, Rey Mysterio, what has this legendary wrestler not done? Honestly, I mean, AAA, ECW, WCW, WWE. Well, he is now a cartoon, and in the joking sense. Rey Mysterio will have a cartoon series made about his character on Cartoon Network Latin America. The show will tell the story of the iconic Mysterio, but will also have a supernatural aspect. The show was announced during Cartoon Network Day at the Pixelatl Festival. The announcement name was made by Jaime Rion, who is director of content for Mexico and Colombia. And so they don't have an official date for the series to debut, but I'm sure it will be sometime coming out this fall. So if you have on your cable or satellite system Cartoon Network Latin America, you're going to get to see the Rey Mysterio series. Very cool. So definitely enjoy that. Um, now, Ring of Honor, of course. Ring of Honor has had a lot of shutdown, has been shut down, had a lot of obviously the same problems that everybody else has had. But they have managed to get something off the ground. Now, supposedly they are back doing recording. It's empty arena stuff, and we talked about this a few weeks ago that EC3 was in Baltimore where they were taping, but Ring of Honor will now be streaming 24/7. Now, this is not on the Honor Club part of the Ring of Honor website. And many of you probably know that Ring of Honor is owned by Sinclair Broadcasting. I won't get into anything else concerning Sinclair. They own Ring of Honor. That's just the fact.